Hello there everyone and welcome back. We had ourselves a good tactical match against the Chaos last episode, although with Chaos mirror matches it may technically not be the most exciting type of matchup, considering we're trying to avoid from detecting each other, quite frankly. And whoever can stick a beacon on the R1 first is pretty much the aggressor and can pretty much do damage from an extreme range. So it isn't the best to really watch, so I'm really hoping I don't get too many mirror matches with Chaos, especially since when I was playing as orcs, they just refused to appear for me. So I kind of would have liked them to show up when I was playing with my orc fleet and not so much when I'm actually playing as Chaos. But not much I could do about that. Let's just hopefully just not encounter them too much more. Because the asymmetry is, of course, the most exciting thing I would say about Battlefleet Gothic, because of all the different, well, really the drastic differences to each of the fleets, quite frankly. Alright, it's time to dive into it right away, I guess. And, God, go figure. Go figure, what's with all the chaos, damn it? I swear, this is like my 4th chaos match out of, what, 6? So far, of all the chaos battles I played with so far, and this is getting a little irritating. Damn Murphy's Law, if that's the actual law that makes it so I never encounter chaos when I actually want to fight them. And keep running to them when I don't. Ah, well. I'll try and make this quick then for y'all. Get this out of the way quickly, because I do like the composition of this fleet. I just lack the extended sensors, though, to effectively spot them for a beacon. But the strategy is still the same. I got the range. I even got extended lances for one of my Acrons, so we have the range potential. I just need to be maybe a little more aggressive with my beacons. At least a little bit. I do want to hold one or two off some, but what's the main thing I need to keep in mind for the actual beacons? Really? It's to make sure he's like at... If this was the beacon radius right here, I want to try and make sure it's like at the edge like this, so that way it hopefully ensures the most possible time I have to shoot at him. If I can get 2 or 3 salvos before he boosts right on out of the beacon, then I should be able to get his shields down quickly enough. Assuming he does not have like shield transfers or upgrades, more likely with his cruisers or whatever I'm shooting at. So at the end of the day, my priority probably has to be maybe any of the light cruisers, because they're going to be really easy to shoot down with the shields, and that will at least help at least make progress with the match and not have it drag out needlessly. So I'll do what I can to minimize the slow process that this mirror match is going to be. But nonetheless, we're looking at 5 ships, which could mean anything. There's absolutely no gas clouds at all. Oh. He's just not moving at all either, so let's just go on in then. He'll give us more freedom this way. And maybe he'll just concede right away. That way this can be a bit of a throwaway video. Wishful thinking. But if he's just going to stand there, then I have free reign to shoot at him. Let's just not overdo it for booster some, because I do want it available for evasive maneuvers and anything like that. And he is moving now. Oh, I forgot to keep moving him forward. That may help a little bit to do that. But nonetheless, I got the middle of the map and he has lots of fighters, so I can get aggressive. I feel like I can get super aggressive here. And I'm already turning. Oh. Come on, Hellbringers, get moving. And you two can turn over this way and dodge that beacon. Because if nothing else, vision is going to be important, although I do have Salt running to help easily avoid all that bomber damage. So I don't think it's a huge risk. Again, I just need to get some... I need to detect them. Which is really all I need to do. So I dodge that just barely, maybe. We dodge it. So he has one auger probe that we have to contend with and worry about. Now, I would like to stick a beacon. Again, this is the plan. And I am going to deal with the light cruiser first. It is only a level 2 ship, so this looks like it's in my favor regardless. Alright. This works out well. His 2 light cruisers are identified that will die momentarily. And I might as well send my bombers out though, hopefully. Oh, he missed the beacon. Oh, I feel bad for this fella. He might actually be an Admiral level 7 in that case, so in which case I have superior experience to him as far as fighting his fleet. Because I have a good idea what to do. Hopefully, he does consider warping out really soon, because this is going to be a massacre. And quite literally in the chaos sense. So, can I throw another beacon on? Well, I can now. So just get on moving. Wow, he had like 3 light cruisers there, so this works out for me. And I don't think I was detected yet. I'm not seeing any fire. And it's, when I see those lances go off, I have to remember that they're mine that are probably shooting, quite frankly. So, this is not going to be pretty, folks. Avert your eyes now. This is almost unfair. Although now he's actually able to put up a fight. Oh well. I can still run away, and he does have all bombers, so I can just keep going until needed. Oh, and he has an auger probe here. Oh well. Just boosting away from him is perfectly fine, quite frankly. It gives me so much more time to just shoot at him. I'm not quite in range to jam him, though. That would be a good alternative as well. Since I actually do have auger disruptors on these things. So keep on moving. Nope. Keep on moving. Keep on going. I want the light cruiser to protect you, quite frankly. There we go. We are doing lots of work to these things. Hell. With that said, let's just silent run. He's warping out? I thought I heard a warp out. Nope, no warp out. Never mind. Like I said, this is a slaughter. I'm just abusing the mechanics a little bit here, and I feel bad for it. And with him all carrier ships, so long as I have my fleet in a nice tight formation, even just point defense. Oh, but his macro batteries can't be overlooked. He just took 100 health out in an instant. Those macro cannons cannot be overlooked, apparently. Either way, let's finish him off. Get the Acherons locking on. And just kill the small fry. Engine's gone. I also have stasis bombs that just keep him from rain. Hell, I can even just hide my entire fleet. There we go. That is easily rectified. I didn't even need to silent run with these 2 Hellbringers. And with what? A Devastation Stig? He doesn't have any raw firepower anymore. It's just the wreckage that's making things awkward. Those deceased Hellbringers up. Let me hold fire there. I'll let his other ships go. Okay, I'm completely wrong. He is an Admiral level 8. He has a level 9 Devastation and a level 7 Stig, so he's had some work available. I don't know what happened to his level 7 though, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I just feel bad for the poor level 2 Hellbringer. Alright, if he wants to play that game, I'll send him off. What kind of upgrades does he have anyway? Oh, I feel even more bad for him now. He only got 2 upgrades on that thing, so he's had a tough time as far as renown is concerned. So if he chooses to warp out, then I'll let him. I don't know if he accidentally canceled the warp or what. It's over. But yeah, that wasn't pretty. I just had so many beacons I can throw him away, and like I said, if his shields go down immediately and he's within 10,000 units, I can just force an engagement. Basically, at any range I wish. And so long as I'm not within 10,000 units, he can't retaliate. Not at least effectively, which is where the mirror match basically comes in for Chaos. There's, for all intents and purposes, a 10,000 unit no man's land. You are not supposed to get within that range. Unless you're ready to just immediately beacon something on the other side. That's the only thing I can really explain. Well, that's Chaos Mirror Match in a nutshell. Just never get within 10,000 unit range if you can help it. And if you are, make sure you're prepared to deal with the consequences if things do go bad. The only reason I'm really getting away with it is both my Chaos opponents anyway, only had like really no recon probes. If they only had like one to begin with, it seemed like. So I'm able to punish that matchup heavily with just by brute force, for lack of a better term. But nonetheless, let's continue the upgrades here. I don't think my upgrades are consistent. Nope. I have upgrades on Heretic for one and Dark Navigator for the other, so I'm probably going to have to switch them out. Sadly, I don't really have the Renown. I do want to keep upgrading this Idolator before I start getting favors on the Hellbringer. At least get up to par, and at least have a more durable scout, and one that can actually contribute decently with its Prowl Lance. Because it can do a notable amount of damage, if left to its own devices. So, we got ourselves another 700 point battle. We're fighting a salmon of all things. I don't know how I feel about this, but nonetheless, it's not Chaos, it's Imperial Navy, so good versus evil. And normally I would be rooting for the good guys to win this battle, but unfortunately that's not the way life works apparently. At least that's not how this battle is going to work. So, we do have a data recovery. He is Defender, so this can be a little bit awkward for me though, regardless, because I'm going to be going against the clock some here, so unless I can kill a ship incredibly quickly and have a crap ton of lightning strikes available for when he does try to warp out, I'm going to have to get in there aggressively. So, do I want to go with the Despoiler and Slaughter in that case then? I'm not going to have a lot of range power, and the bombers are not... Bombers are not likely to get through his point defense, especially if he's protecting his ship. I do want the level 3 though, so let's give it a try. Got 2 Hellbringers. Get the Idolator, although the Idolator's not all that useful, but I can get 2 of them though, at least still. Not a lot of raw firepower though. I basically got 2 Hellbringers to chip him down, a Despoiler to draw his attention, because that can really mess him up with his 50 armor, and a Slaughter to kind of punish him. Although this fleet's more like for me to be playing more passive still. If I had more Slaughters and let alone Nurgle, I could probably afford to get aggressive, so this may not work to my liking. I could easily board him though, I would imagine. It's just keeping my ship safe after that. That's going to be the trick. Although, one of my Hellbringers does have the Dark Navigator. Oh, I am the Defender, damn it. Well, that works for me. For some reason, I was seen as attacker. Silly me. Nonetheless, I don't care about being revealed so much because he doesn't really have the range to properly abuse it. But what does my layout look like? Not a whole lot. Not really a whole lot, so how do I want to approach this, quite frankly, is the big question. Because I want to try to give me as much open space as possible, but of course he's going to deploy somewhere in the middle. I'm just trying to think if he's going to deploy to the side or just stick to the middle and play conservative. Is what I'm trying to get at here. Although I want these Hellbringers over here to start immediately chip them down. Because they have the range for it, and they have the beacons. And of course my Idolators are actually going to be useful here. They're actually going to be useful, and I have a bunch of fighters to help contribute. So, let's get these on moving, shall we? So he's actually got a handful of light cruisers and frigates, maybe. Which works for me. That helps a good amount, because that means he has less lightning strikes possibly to use against me. I just need to tech them, and I do have emission dissipators to do that. Okay, and he does have lances. Okay. And that's only 100 points of damage. Not a problem at all. And he did launch bombers. All's good now. Okay, he's sending dauntlesses, so let's get ready to punish him. He's identifying my ships. That's not a big deal since he kind of already burnt a lot of his potential. Actually, let me turn on my focus. That will help a ton here. And I'm not too worried about that so much. Oh, he did get the lucky supercharged void shield. Alright. Oh, he does have extended sensors, so that was a bit of a mistake. But I'm still hitting. Now let's start hitting him away. He does have a shield transfer and he has a supercharged void shield in the other. So Slaughter, get on moving. Yeah, and my frigate's gonna be perfectly fine in this exchange. So just keep on hitting, although this is becoming a little bit of a mess right now. Up. Come on, come after it. Now, he is going to board. This is again becoming a mess. But he doesn't have the data just yet, so we do have that. My frigate's about to get hit. Yeah, control's a little bit messed up here, but my Slaughter is still in good shape despite the deck being gone. Alright. So, let's kill this one here. That's his big cruiser, his only big cruiser. And let's kill this generator, shall we? Because all he has is a Nova Cannon at this point. Sadly, I don't have Siege or Slanesh Rider to help contribute with this. But I think I could just hold these still for now and hope my Slaughter can do the damage he needs to. Alright, so focus down on this thing because that's pretty much what it looks like it's going to be boarding in a moment. Kill it. Kill the Dauntless. Make my job easy. And let's see, what does he do while I get these positions all set up? Because, yeah, that's not a very effective Nova Cannon, I'm afraid to say. And that should not be able to board just yet, so I just gotta focus on these ones. And I have a few seconds left before the boarding attempt. So, if I can keep my entire fleet alive, that'll be nice. Although I have to ramp some of his ships for it. I'll let that go. So he is going to lightning strike in a moment here, so... So, he's warping that out. I gotta get ready for my own attack, because it's just that one cruiser that can get out now. But I still want to preserve my fleet. Oh. Nope, not gonna happen, I guess. Because my rate of fire, my weaponry aren't gonna take the shields out in time. Yeah, my generators are also gone, damn it. Ah, that's a shame. That's a shame. I guess he had, what, the servitors to reduce his cooldown, because that should have been the one that boarded me earlier. So the servitors alone probably denied me that. But hey, all my ships survived, so that's the main thing that matters to me. And again, I didn't really have the best kind of fleet. Once I get armor-piercing rounds on the Despoiler, though, that's going to murder anything that comes close with the sheer amount of macro weaponry he has. Although, I'm probably not going to get the upgrade until, like, level 6 or something, because I still need to get a mission dissipator and anything else for, like, range combat, regardless. So that will still be a while. But it's going to be a lot of firepower when it does. But nonetheless, I don't think I lost anything, just heavily damaged results, so I got what matters most there out of that exchange. And I will repair this Hellbringer since it's only 25. So we're looking good. Alright, 600 point data recovery. And this time I'm actually looking this time. We are a defender. I'm aware of this time, although, in all honesty, what would I change? Because lances are good for making sure his shields are down when I need to lightning strike quickly. Which unfortunately, you think with all the macro batteries this thing had, I would have been able to easily get rid of 100 points of shields, you would think, right? Although, come to think of it, I don't think I actually had a lightning strike available to me, or I know at least my Slaughter, I think, didn't have its lightning strike available because its generators were down, so I may have gotten a little bit unlucky there, but we'll give this another try. Oh, it's even lower point value. Because I'm pretty certain I was able to get a second Hellbringer for this, so maybe I don't want to go this composition. It's a pretty top heavy with the battleship. I don't know if I like it or not. And since I'm defender, well, I have a lot of bomber potential at least, going up to burst him down with anything he wants to get aggressive, but I need to be very careful. At the very least, this will give me some good experience for the battleship, even if this may not be a very good composition without the second Hellbringer. We'll see. I got two idolators again to kind of spot for me, and I can bring the shields down relatively quickly with the Despoiler, so long as the macro batteries can actually hit there. And also the Slaughter can contribute nicely there, but it has to kind of get close first. That'd be the main trick. Only thing that matters though is to make sure I don't fumble my control like it felt like I've been doing with the last data recovery, the last mission. So a little more smoother play is kind of required, especially with the Slaughter, because it's going to be moving around a lot if I'm using it properly. With its high mobility and of course all the close range weaponry it has, I want to be able to be constantly repositioning, constantly harassing if I'm not focusing on a single target anyway. But we'll see what we can get done, because really my Hellbringer isn't going to be doing a whole lot on its own. It's just going to try and chip and harass, and it's really the Slaughter I should be focusing on, especially since I only have one Hellbringer anyway. It's more just to stick a beacon on when I'm ready, because it's going to be the closest there, and I'm going to have the Slaughter more be like to block any very aggressive play on my Despoiler. It's really all that Slaughter is going to be for until I see otherwise. Ooh boy, even more frigates.
Just show us something to kill.
This could be a good thing, especially with two Dauntlesses. I just gotta be careful about getting shot down really quick. That's the only real risk. He could overpower me if he gets at my ship really quickly. So with that said, what should I prioritize? Well, his closest thing, of course, is the Dauntlesses. Hell, I kind of now want to get my my Slaughter to be super aggressive and at least force him to put some effort into... Oh, hold that thought. We got torpedoes going in. I do have fighters to help deal with that. And I don't even think it's going to hit my battleship, so that was a bit of a flop of a torpedo shot, quite frankly. And these idolators, you can get back into your spotting distance. Hell, I have a beacon available. Just unload and have some fun, although he's going to be hit again in a moment. Nope, we're good. Nobody panic, we are good. So now let's stick him. Actually, damn it, let me turn on the focusing. I forget what the damn hotkey is, so this would be helpful to do. Now nuke and bomb. I am going to take a bit of macro fire laser hits here, but the Slaughter was meant to take the hits, as far as I'm concerned anyway. Just gotta get ready for all those swords he has coming this way. Yeah, he's getting super aggressive. That is fine. If he wants to surge me down, then I'll allow it. I just gotta be careful of his focusing now. And also, let's turn off your lock-on, shall we? Okay, destroy my shields. That's not gonna help too terribly much for you just yet. Because I do have brace for impact, and actually I still want to focus this thing down. So kill the cruisers. They're the main things that can cost me a match here. And I was kind of worried maybe. Ah, dang it. I noticed my frigate's heavily damaged at the last possible second. Oh well. They get, with them being ignored, they basically are getting free shots at this point. So I will allow it. Okay, now turn your fire. Unload. Hit it with the shields. And ideally, yeah, it has no engine, so I can easily kill that thing. I just gotta be careful now, because apparently he's fixating quite heavily on this Despoiler. Although, with my Hellbringer now able to grab the data, I'm in perfect shape. Just grab the info and run. You can outrun those things for days, so I am perfectly fine. And also I can warp out. So let's make it happen, shall we? And if possible, yeah, he's on the move now. Come on, Mike Warp Jump. Don't fail me now. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Although, if I can do this without losing anything, that'd be good. It looks like a success. We got ourselves a nice success with no heavily damage, and he is lucky he did not lose his light cruisers, because I had a realistic opportunity to kill both of them. Not to mention all the renown I would have got for those swords. But if he wants to collide them and get them killed at the last moment, that'll be fine. More renown for me that way. Because I kinda need with how starved I am. Oh well. It was still a straightforward match though. A little more effective as far as keeping my ships together and not having them die at least, so there is that. Although it's a lot easier for me not have to worry about him stealing the data and just running away when there's only 2 light cruisers, both of which were about to die a horrible death if I had gotten any more focus fire shots on them. So, I don't think there was any real risk. I just might have to commit to a micro warp jump to get on top of them. If I really need to get on them in a hurry. Other than that, that's not too terrible. Makes up for the last loss. But even then, 2 matches with the Despoiler and it's got a good amount of experience. Now I just need to get it to its level 4. So I can get its emission dissipator maybe. Yeah, I probably should get its emission dissipator because it saves me from having to get the turn radius. Because frankly, so long as the emission dissipators are on this thing, it's got 15-degree turn radius whenever I need it. So that will help at a ton when I have to worry about torpedoes. At least heavy torpedoes, because its fighters already can deal with a good majority of at least the light cruiser torpedoes that were trying to come after me in that match, at least. And I would like to extend the lance on this thing, because those idolators were not doing as much as I would like with their 6,000 range lance, so upgrading that to 9,000 would be good. And I really should focus my attention on my favors now. Because I'm not really going to get any upgrades anytime soon. Hell, I may want to switch out one of these Siege Hellbringers for a basic Mark II with the lances. We'll see.